Booyah! Here we go.
We gotta start with that.
That was a rough game yesterday.
But we got
you want
it.
to introduce
Our boy right here.
who's not in? There's not a 400-pound man sitting next to us today.
Hold on. I know y'all love Justin. Justin is not off the show.
Yeah,
Justin is not off the show.
this is me phasing him out. I told him. I said I'll call you if we need you.
But we do have our boy. I call him. My phone is SteadyPicks Nick. What you got him in there? SteadyPicks Nick.
SteadyPicks
We
Nick.
got our boy SteadyPicks
Yeah,
Nick
yeah.
here today, and SteadyPicks is the head honcho of I'm saying head honcho because you done said
the
that.
Brady Bag show.
Of the Brady Bag and of SteadyPicks. Nick, tell us, man. I'm still trying to introduce you. You tell us a little bit about yourself, brother.
So appreciate you guys bringing me on the show, first of all. Much different looking at it from this seat
Yeah.
than my normal viewership. But yeah, I'm the guy at SteadyPicks, or one of the guys, I should say.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'm
On the
Wait,
show.
what do you-
I'm on the show. I made
On
it.
the show, you made it.
I
To
definitely.
address, and much different seeing it.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
What do you mean?
Is it a bad thing?
What?
The
You
view.
trying to say you don't like
No,
it?
to be honest with you, it's actually it's more it's
good
more
home-
professional looking. Even like it looks more like a rugged gym, but you come in here and it's like
it's
This the rough.
sparkling
This
and shit.
the rough
Yeah,
stage.
This is nice. This is
This
nice.
is the third progression of gyms.
We got
we had
character.
Yeah.
the first gym on from like Frankfurt, the little door. It was bad. Like,
Yeah.
it was.
Yeah.
It was,
can't even
it was
sit in
ghetto. It was fucking hot. So this is like a super,
L
this is
went
like
by in the back.
The L would go by in the back. So this is the super gym compared to that. But,
Yeah.
How long you guys been in this gym?
I think this is the third or fourth
3
year.
or 4 years, yeah.
Yeah.
Since like 20.
In this
2020?
gym?
Yeah.
Nah, it's got to be like 2 years.
No, you
it's
already
more
celebrated
than
2
that, bro.
years. Like
Yeah.
3 years already.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Remember, we went to American Street briefly.
So how long? No, how long I've been on the team? Because I made my debut.
This
You
is like-
came in the red door.
3 years.
You came to the red door. You were at
Yeah.
the other gym and then here, but it's been almost 3 years since we've been here. Is
Yeah.
that my phone, bro?
No,
Whose
it's
fucking
my
phone is
bad.
that?
It's
Damn.
I had a Cowboys roast
Bro.
going on. My fault, bro. My fault. My fault. My fault.
That's just like ding,
I ain't even hear it.
ding, ding. But yeah, this is it's a good spot. So,
It is.
what do you want to get into first?
I got to swing it back to Joe. One, we got roasted for not liking. No, I don't know why these. Hold on.
UFC Noche.
Yeah, it's like they wanted us to be so. We got like.
First of all, you can't see like that good on TV.
Yeah.
Like I just said it looked distracting. And I'm not the only person who said it.
Yeah.
People who were working the show, Dean Thomas, other people who were on the show calling it said it was distracting.
A lot of people said
It
that
was distracting them
it
from
was-
seeing actual fights. You got fucking 30-foot Mayans behind you. Like I'm not watching Sean O'Malley. You know?
What I
Well,
wanted
they
to.
said they said that like it was cool to see in person, but the production didn't transfer to the TV, which I would agree with. And honestly,
Yeah.
I didn't think the card was that good.
Card wasn't that good.
Yeah,
That's the other part we got roasted. Like
bro. I mean, look, there were
And
some really good.
everybody
couple good
said it.
fights.
Who's roasting though?
just people.
Just fake ass fucking YouTube accounts because everyone else is
Casuals.
saying the same thing that we're saying. They're saying that the card wasn't that great.
Yeah.
It was only hyped up that much because it was at the Sphere, and the Sphere was cool if you were there.
Yeah.
And it was more the experience of the Sphere and not the actual fights.
100%.
So
I agree.
I'm not saying I care. I'm just saying that.
No,
I
I-
was
no,
like,
I'm
man,
not- I don't
I didn't
give a
expect.
fuck.
I did not expect that feedback. I was like, damn. I was like, I'm not hating on it. I'm just
Yeah.
saying it's a bit much. It wasn't really for me.
Yeah, yeah.
And I'm okay if I don't have any.
I also enjoy. I like the Apex. So you don't got
there
you don't
you
got to
go.
give me much. Give me a cage, and I'm good to go.
So, go ahead, Nick.
One question for you that I'm curious about. You mentioned, I think, in a couple of the last episodes, you really like fighting in the Apex.
Yeah, yeah.
Joe, are you similar to that, or do you like more of the atmosphere? You know,
So I was Sean until my last fight. And I really did enjoy the crowd. I really enjoyed I enjoy the walkout. Like I love the walkout. I think that's like something like memories I get to hold on to forever in my career. So I really love the fans now. And I want to fight in front of the fans more so than being at the Apex. But I also fought my first few fights where he fought with crowds. I fought my first like 4 fights at the Apex. So
Right.
But I'm not saying I don't like the like when I fought in Texas, it was awesome walking out. I'm just saying
It's familiar.
I'm cool with either one. Like the Apex feels like a gym. Like you just go in, you just do your thing. So if I have to do that, cool. But if I have a crowd, like I'm completely fine with that as well.
Yeah.
So if we can fucking go over to Wells Fargo before they move that shit.
What's that hold up?
Bro,
I know, I saw
first of
that.
all, I didn't know that they were going to get rid of the Sixers to Jersey if they didn't move the stadium.
Not on board.
Bro.
It sounds like
that's
it's picking up
Wait,
steam though. Like
what am I
that's a real
missing?
thing.
They're moving the
they're
Sixers?
moving
Across the water.
the state. No, they were going to.
Oh.
Now they're making the stadium in Center City. But if we didn't approve it, like you probably know more than me, they were going to move the team to Jersey. Like it wasn't going to be the Philadelphia 76ers anymore.
I thought we were going to be the Sixers just played over in Camden or whatever it was.
Do you know? Is that what it
So,
was?
I know
You
that
can tell me more about it. I don't know shit.
the owner of the Sixers has like big ties to New Jersey. I think he owns the Devils and he actually owns the Commanders, the football team
really?
too.
That's
yeah,
great.
but apparently he's been plotting to try to get it over there because he wanted it either in Center City.
Yeah.
I don't know too much about like where it's at, but
But that's what they were
It'd be
saying.
weird.
They
It'd
were
be weird.
saying if we didn't move to Center City, they were going to go to Jersey. So now there's not going to be. They're going to build a stadium. Know how much of a fucking nightmare it's going to be to go to Center City to watch the Sixers
That's what I was
game?
just
Yeah.
thinking. It's already congested when you go to a game.
Yeah.
So whoever did that, you're a fucking idiot.
Before we move on from Noche, is there anything you want to talk? Because, like I said, I feel like your opinion.
He wasn't here last week, so yeah, we
Yeah,
talked
yeah.
about
Is
it.
there anything else you wanted to? Because people wanted to hear it.
What do you think about the whole O'Malley going back and rewatching it, saying that he won 3 rounds?
I think he's trolling, and I think it's funny. And I
Yeah.
like if you watch his Instagram, him like putting the belt in the
Yeah.
suitcase.
Yo,
and
he
shit.
was depressed though the day afterwards because like you know the feeling. Like, you go from being in training camp for 2 to 3 months, everything's regimented, and then you wake up Monday, you're like,
I ain't even champ no
Well,
more.
here's my
and
thing.
not even that. Like even off a win, I was like, what the fuck do I do with myself? Because like, and then especially him, like he lost his belt, and he was like, man, he was like this.
Well, the fact too is that he fought, and now he's getting hip surgery. I think that had a huge play in his. Like, you don't just get hip surgery. That fight wasn't something that he threw a ton to even have that. He looked like he was gun shy from the start. Didn't really throw a ton of volume. So that's my only critique. Is I think.
But what
maybe
bothers
he
me
had
with
it.
that though is not to cut you off is like they said he had his best weight cut, his camp was great, so you can't flip flop. Like it's either your labrum in your hip was really bothering you and you had a shitty camp and a shitty weight cut, or you had a great camp, great
Yeah.
weight cut, and you just didn't pull the trigger. Because I know people we know people who have. If you go and you MRI your body, my body, like you can find some motherfucking injuries, and that's what doctors online were saying about O'Malley. It's like you can have a torn labrum in your hip and never get it fixed. Like, yeah, will it bother you sometimes? Sure, but that doesn't mean you can't fight. So I think like he just didn't show up that night, and sometimes it never happened to him up until this point. Besides the Cheeto fight when he got kicked in his leg, but. He had a bad night.
Overall summary of Nuche, though, just for my opinion, booty cheeks. Moving on.
Booty. Well, we got
Comment
UFC. We got UFC Paris.
UFC Paris this week with the headliner of Renato Moicano versus Benoit.
It should not
Would you
be, I'm going to say off rip, it should not be Moicano and Denis, one who is number 11, one who is number 12, headlining over number 4, Imavov, and number 8, Brendan Allen.
I think it's because St. Denis is from that area. I know Nassourdine is too, but I think St.
Yeah.
Denis has a bigger name than Nassourdine does.
Yeah, I don't
So,
know.
I mean, I think that could play into it. And also, yeah, I don't know. But I definitely think
It's
Brendan.
a popularity thing.
I think
Brendan's not that popular.
probably,
and-
Brendan definitely deserved it, though.
is that the co-main? The
Co-main.
Brendan Allen and Nassourdine, yeah.
You got some picks over there, man? I see you shuffling some papers around.
Yo,
So we had some
came to-
pressure on us.
He came to fucking play today.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
He's ready. Look, he was like, this is it.
Because like you said,
fucking ready.
he's the football guy. So he's like, I got to come with my A game today.
I told Nick last week. I said when I was saying I want you to come down, or I want you to do we were going to do a phone call originally, but I was like, I really want you to tell people about SteadyPicks Premium, which I will give you that point at some point. But I was like, also with the picks, I was like, yo, you got to bring a pick though. I was like, he said I like the pressure. He was like, he said
brought 3 pages.
There
Take
you
it.
go. He
I'll
said I'll
take
take
it.
the pressure. So
All right. Well, where do you guys want to
looking
start
forward
at?
You want to start at the bottom?
Yeah, I want to start.
I do because I
Bottom
watched
of what?
this.
The main card or the prelim?
Chris Duncan versus who we got right there, Joey. No, I'm not going for it. Bolaji Oki.
That's pretty good.
What did you start at the bottom of the main card?
Bottom of the
bottom
prelims. Because I have a pick right here.
I guess the website I'm having isn't showing.
Where you at? What website?
Oh, there it is.
I'm bringing my fucking iPad in from now on. Y'all
You got
motherfuckers.
an iPad?
Yeah, motherfucker.
Come on,
I got
man.
iPad. I got my shit from my indoor trainer. I put my fucking thing right in front of me.
iPad's the way to go, man.
All right.
iPad's the way to go.
Honestly, I don't know anything about this Oki guy.
Yeah. He
but
fought Jimmy Cutelaba. What's his name? Remember that dude came in off like he just fought like 9 days ago? You remember watching that fight? Mm-mm. All right.
I'm not talking on any fights until
I'm going to go
decline.
Oki, though. I'm not really that impressed with Chris Duncan. He's been wobbled a bunch of times.
Yeah.
Campbell almost put him to sleep on Contender, and then he obviously
They
got
got
hurt.
slept.
But he is good. I'm just going to go the other way. I'm just not a big fan of Duncan.
I
I'm
don't
gonna go
got shit.
Durain Duranemy versus Nora Cornell.
You got anything on these early ones?
No pick on that one. I will say this guy Oki, he opened minus 185 and he's minus 225 now, so he seems to be catching some money. But yeah, I don't.
Have you seen the minus 250 curse? That if they sit at 250, they've lost like
No.
the
What
last
happened?
6 times.
Minus
More?
250s?
Yeah.
250 or more or 250 on the dot?
250
250
on
on
the
the
dot.
dot?
Yeah.
Ooh, gotta
Yeah.
look.
What
He's
was it?
approaching it. He's approaching it.
What were the Eagles yesterday?
I got Chris Duncan
I
in
didn't
that
even
fight
look.
just off the
Eagles
wrestling.
were plus 2.5.
Okay.
The Eagles actually flipped. So from that loss on Monday night to the Falcons,
It
after
fucking-
that game, the line flipped. The Eagles were a minus 3 favorite to a plus 2.5 dog.
Okay.
The football is just so extreme,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
like
Yeah.
one week to the other.
That is crazy.
yeah.
And we got the win though with 2 wide receivers out.
Bro.
Yep. And Lane
That-
Johnson.
Yeah, and
Bro,
Lane Johnson.
he got
Is he,
yeah. He's all right. Yeah,
good?
he's all right. Yeah. My dog.
I'm gonna go Jermaine
You good? You don't need it. You don't
Jermaine
need it.
Durandamy though.
Got you. I know you.
Jermaine Durandamy.
Got you. Look, got you.
She's not fighting.
Yes, she is.
You got to pull up Tapology or this going to be bad.
She's off. She's out of the fight.
Ah, okay.
Tapology.
Yeah, I'm on Tapology. All right, well then I'm gonna take this Perez girl to beat Daria Zhelezniakova. I'm gonna take her. I'm gonna take Ludovit Klein to beat Roosevelt Roberts.
That's yes.
Roosevelt
Roberts is good, but Ludovit's
hasn't been
a
able to do
fucking
it.
Bro.
beast.
I watched 3 of his fights in 2 minutes.
Who?
Roosevelt Roberts
Yeah.
last night. I don't know. He just gets. I saw 3 fights. He got finished in the first.
He's good. No, I'm just saying.
Yeah,
I'm
he's
not
really
saying
good.
He's
He's
not,
just getting
I
He
didn't
got
say.
finished
Yeah,
in the
fuck.
first.
I didn't
all
say.
3?
Yo, I watched 3 of his fights in like 2 minutes. Like
Jim
I think
Miller,
Jim Miller,
and Ignacio Bahamondes, and I don't know the other one.
Bahamondes, his fight in
Rebecca.
Was it Rebecca
Yep.
or was it?
He fought on Noche.
Didn't
Rebecca armbarred him.
His shit was-
Torres on that, man.
Yeah.
Jim Miller.
That's the one I
He
lost.
looked good.
Armbarred him. Oh, he tried to
Ignacio
snatch
knocked him
up
out.
with Jim Miller.
No, somebody else beat him too. Who was it? It was the
Rebecca.
Brazilian kid, I think, too.
You right.
You know him. He was on CFFC.
Mata?
Yeah, didn't
Mata
he
beat
beat
him?
him?
No, now I got to pull it up because it's going to drive me crazy.
Yeah, it's gonna drive me nuts.
Hold on 1 second.
Nah, he didn't fight Mata.
Damn, I lied. Oh, he lost to Hubbard, split. Rebecca, first round armbar. Ignacio, round 3 KO, and then Jim Miller.
Why'd they get? I don't know why.
I am picking Klein though.
Stud,
He's a
bro.
fucking tank.
Yes. Yeah, and it's no wrestling threat here. It should be on the feet. This is actually his best matchup because everybody else
Yeah.
could kind of grapple a little bit. He got guillotined a lot and like that front ninja choke, but I don't think Ludovit Klein's coming with any he likes to
You got
strike.
anything on that one?
Nothing on that one.
Next one. I'm not even gonna attempt to say these motherfuckers'
Oumar Sy?
names. There you go.
Versus
You've been practicing.
Dawoon Jung. I'm
been
assuming that's how you
practicing?
say it.
I got nothing on these
Yeah,
guys.
Dawoon. I would
Dawoon
say if you watch what's his name, Devin Clark.
Yep.
Devin Clark, tremendous athlete, you would
Yep.
say, right? Like
Yep.
athletic.
He's
or
an
whatever.
athlete,
Yeah. like when you watch the first round with him and Dawoon Jung, the dude that I don't want to say, is he Korean? Oh my God!
Say his age.
Don't.
Hold on. Where's he from? Hold on. Where's he from?
Don't get a strike on YouTube.
Jesus Christ. This fellow right here, right? Like when you watch that first round, he is like tough. Like he knew what to do doing
Yeah.
grappling. He's 6'4", big ass dude. And unfortunately, like, when I look at Oumar Sy, for what Devin Clark had to do to beat him, a lot of athleticism
Yeah.
was necessary. I don't see Oumar Sy being the athlete that Devin Clark is. It's kind of just.
I disagree. I'm going with Oumar Sy. I think he is a very good grappler. I think he is very strong. I think he is more athletic than Devin Clark. I think he is better at grappling than Devin Clark. And I think that you're going to see that in 050 push-ups at the end. Oumar Sy by sub or decision.
There we go.
That motherfucker.
I just want you to know I didn't go with
My man is also
Jung.
Jung is also on a 3-fight skid, and he's been beat by guys that aren't that relevant. So
I would agree
in that division.
Anything on Ian Cutelaba or whatever his name
He's fought smarter his last couple fights.
He has, but I don't know
17
anything
and
about
10?
this. Yeah, I don't know anything about this guy that he's fighting. But
The unlocked character.
I
You got anything on this one?
Is this the dude that paints his face?
Yeah. Well, no, paints his whole
Screams
body.
Paints
at
his whole
you.
body.
He paints his whole
He's
body.
Like the,
Yeah.
Would you flinch? I'd definitely flinch. I ain't gonna lie. Push made a little
I'm
bit.
actually I'm probably going with this guy over Ian.
The unlocked character.
Yeah, I'm going with the unlocked character in, how do I say his name? I didn't see it. It is Erslan. Ivan Erslan. That's what it is. Let me see. He's from Croatia.
Oh, I thought he was from American Top Team too.
I didn't look at that. But yeah, he's from Croatia. I'm going to go with the other way. I think Ian's been chin-checked way too many times. Gets a bit reckless. But obviously he's been using his wrestling a little bit lately. But yeah, I'm still...
This first fight on the main card to open up. Ziam versus Matt Frevola. This is a good-ass fight. And I'm going with Matt Frevola, the steamroller.
I'm a fan of Frevola.
I'm
going with the smart, steady picks. Okay, so I'm going with Ziam or whatever his name is. I'm going with him. He's 5-2. He beat that Puelas guy who was good at jiu-jitsu. He beat Jai Herbert, who was actually really good. And his only loss was he got choked out by Terrence McKinney at one point. I don't think Matt Frevola is going to be able to have much success on the feet because he's very tall. And
What was
he's
his
going to be
last
open
grip?
for a lot of shots.
Benoit.
Yeah.
Frevola?
Yeah, he has been
yeah,
in for a while.
Yeah.
You got anything on this one?
Yeah, so one interesting thing with this fight, Frevola opened a minus 165 favorite. He's already been bet down to a pick'em. So a lot of, usually when like the lines move like that, it's typically like the sharper side of the market coming down on one side. So I'm gonna have to side with Joe here.
All
I think we lost a little value now that the plus money's
It's not
gone.
us.
But yeah, I'm gonna go trust the market here.
That's
I like this angle you bring it right here. I like that.
That's cool. I mean, he's a fucking professional, dog. This is what he's not. He's not us idiots.
He's not us. This is my guy next fight, Morgan Charriere. Yeah, that's my guy.
I'm going Morgan.
Even though I owe you
Don't
50
even-
push-ups still off for this guy, but it was the Cheppy fight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
He lost that
I
fight?
thought
He did.
He lost
I
that
thought
fight.
he won that fight.
But he lost. Yep.
I thought he won, but he lost.
Yeah.
I'm going Morgan.
This next one, no.
Yeah, I'm going Morgan too.
Kevin
Just skip
Jousset
over
versus
me.
Bryan Battle.
I'm going freaking
I mean,
Morgan.
he's minus 535.
We-
I think
we knew you were
all
going
know what's
Morgan. I'm picking Bryan Battle in this one.
Is it because you know? I'll say this one thing about Kevin Jousset and them dudes out of what's the name? Izzy Gym. What's the name?
AKA.
City Kickboxing.
City Kickboxing. Yeah. It seems like because I just watched another.
I felt it after I said it. I was like, oh shit. I'm fired.
Shit's in California, not New Zealand.
I don't know if you watched Contender Series. Is it like 2 weeks ago? There was another kid from City Kickboxing. Did you catch him?
The
Yeah.
one with the tattoos on his face.
No, he had like a Native American name. It sounded like.
Okay.
I know who you're talking about.
I forgot his name. Something like that. But I watched the fight, and it seemed like all the dudes that are built like Izzy favor Izzy. Kevin Jousset, tall, lanky.
Bro, look at what
they
I
kind of
just
fight
did.
the same. Jesus.
Fucking call me Stains over here.
Yeah, but all the dudes who are built like him kind of fight like him.
Yeah.
And when you think of an Izzy fight, the one thing like the Izzy style doesn't like is like a sloppy fight. And I think Bryan Battle could definitely turn it into that.
I think
Same way
Bryan's-
from the stance and
I think
everything,
Bryan's
fights
gonna
the
be
same
my,
way.
my lock
Of the day?
Yeah.
At a -1. Yeah, there you go.
What is it? What's the odds?
What you got on?
Yeah.
I'm looking at UFC at minus 162, but
So he opened minus 135, Bryan Battle, and he's at minus 165, 170 now.
Yeah.
So definitely steaming that way.
Yeah.
Bet him
Yeah.
early if you're going to take Bryan Battle.
yeah.
I would also take Bryan Battle, but I would take the fight to go
Over?
the distance for sure because Bryan Battle, I don't think hits very hard, but he has good volume and he has good cardio. And I don't really feel like Jousset is going to be able to do any damage on him that much.
He hasn't been back since the Lusso shit, right? This is his first fight since Lusso?
I was about to ask that. So what do you guys make of that? Like as fighters, with Bryan Battle, did that guy? There's like a sentiment out there that he quit and he didn't want to finish off the fight. What do you guys think?
It's tough.
I'm just gonna say, like, it is what it is.
Yeah.
Like Lusa, I think he's a good fighter, but I think he bitched out in that fight. Is what it is. I'm not a fan of it. He could have kept going, especially if he was talking shit afterwards. About the fight.
I do think he could have kept going, especially afterwards when they were about to get into it. So yeah, it's
Was it
So
eye poke?
does he?
and you have every right as Bryan Battle to be upset about that.
Yeah.
You know, like you're like,
It's a
fuck.
fight. Yeah, we here to
So-
fight. Like,
From like a money impact, does that impact your show win money at all if that happens, or what?
Maybe they might have paid Bryan, but I doubt it.
I doubt
so they
it,
probably
yeah.
both just got their show money.
So he just fucked up.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
oh,
so.
shit.
Yeah,
I didn't
and
think about
like
that.
you get cheated out of a whole training camp and all your
Yeah,
expenses.
Well, you only get half your money, and then you still have to everything you paid for in camp. Like is paid for.
Yeah,
You know.
then how long ago was that now? That was back March 16th. Where are we at?
There's no way it's a
I'm
year.
thinking this was the fight right here
Yeah,
because it had
alright.
no decision on it.
Yeah, I'm going Bryan Battle though. This next one is
What
going
you
to
got?
be. I'm going Brito.
I am also
I'm going Burrito.
Actually,
Go ahead. Go ahead.
bro, Gomis is good, man.
He had the bad weight cut last fight, right? Got canceled. Is that
Yeah,
him?
yeah.
Brito just smoked Jack Shore. Smoked Jonathan Pierce.
I'm actually
Smoked
I'm-
another dude.
I'm
Smoked
actually-
Andre Feely. He's
Yeah.
out here smoking them.
I think I'm actually gonna go Gomez.
Okay.
Just to be the guy that's going with the younger dude who. And no, I lied. I'm going Brito. He had a split decision with Francis Marshall, and that's enough for me. I'm going
You
Brito.
got anything on this one?
Just that the line's coming down on Gomez, so
Yeah.
plus 215 to plus 195. But yeah, the guy Brito's looked really good in his last few fights. So
He's solid. All right, Joey, you take this one. These are two motherfuckers in your weight class. One motherfucker that we're pretty cool with.
I tried to
Brandon
get
Allen.
Brandon on a phone call, but he said his I guess being over there, like the phone isn't. Like,
Yeah, probably
yeah.
got paid
He
for
probably-
it.
he probably-
We know Brendan really cheap with them Airbnbs. You know what I'm saying?
But he did. He got back to me. He said he couldn't do it.
Nah,
so.
the dog. He's definitely a dog, man. You got Brendan.
Is he an
Allen versus
underdog in this
Nassourdine.
fight?
plus 180.
Oh,
Yeah,
shit.
plus 180.
That's a good fucking bet.
And what UFC's got it at what plus 200?
Plus 200.
Interesting fight, man. Like so I think Brendan has the tools to win, but I think those tools need to be dedicated towards ground and wearing him out. I don't like the odds for Brendan just straight up standing and banging with him. I think he makes it an even playing field, if not probably speed advantage and boxing advantage going toward Nassourdine. He is really good. Having said that, I want Brendan to win, but I would take the fight to go over 2.5. I think it's going to be a decision. I don't think anybody's going to get finished here. But yeah, no. If you're a betting man, I'm going to say you have to go with Nassourdine. My heart goes with Brendan. But I hope that he actually, and if you do take Brendan, take him by submission or decision. So,
Yeah, I think Brendan has a clear advantage to win. Like,
yeah, on the ground.
takedowns, keep him on the ground. Work on. Brendan's got a good gas tank. Brendan's going 5 rounds multiple times, I'm pretty sure. That last fight with Chris Curtis was a dog fight, and he stayed in that shit.
Yeah.
I think Nassourdine has showed that he gets a little bit tired towards the end of fights. So Brendan's only fighting 3 rounds. He can push the pace knowing that he doesn't have those 2 extra rounds.
He's got a lot more
So,
experience.
Yeah, I think it's a good spot for Brendan. So I would just go Brendan straight up.
Nick?
Yeah, I mean, plus 185. Like what if you had to put like a percentage to this, like a 50-50 fight?
I'm
like,
going.
where would
I'd
you-
go like 60-40.
Yeah. I think
For
it should
Brendan.
be 60-40. Brendan's the slight favorite, but I think it's disrespectful that the guy has fought. He's what, 12-2 or 12-1 in the UFC,
Yeah.
and he's fought all tough guys. So you may not like the guy. He may be like not your favorite social media dude, I guess, which is why it's like they don't have him as the main event probably. But the man can bang. He's a dog. He's got
His
heart.
jiu-jitsu's really fucking good.
His jiu-jitsu's really good, and he's going to stay in your face and try to break you. But I just hope he doesn't get caught into that. Whatever you want to do, I'm going to do it better.
That
I
guy's a
hope
good
he
striker.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's
Nassourdine's super athletic, fast ass hands, and his like kickboxing and his boxing is.
I think if
fucking
Brendan literally
crispy.
puts him on the cage, or if Brendan
Yeah.
grapples him, I don't think Nassourdine has a big heart, and I know Brendan does. So
Yeah.
I'm taking Brendan Allen because I really feel like in
I'm not fucking
UFC,
quitting.
yeah, like this is a. I feel like the money to be made in the UFC is when you find fights that are relatively close to 50-50,
Yup.
and you got one guy plus 200.
Fuck
so
yeah.
I'm rolling with it.
All right, main event time. I'm
not very excited about it.
I am. I like Moicano.
Dog fight, right?
Huh?
Screw Moicano.
I like
The motherfucker
Moicano.
can't say my name right.
He showed.
How you say Joe Fife? Joe Pfeiffer?
Pfeiffer. He said
Everyone says.
Yo, he said
everyone
it 3
does say
different ways,
Pfeiffer.
and then he was like, whatever the fuck his name is. Like, whatever the
I
fuck
do
your
that
name is.
on here all the time, so I'm sorry to everyone I do that to. But I am picking Moicano. I think Moicano is a dog on the feet, but he definitely has better wrestling and better submissions than Saint Denis. I think just like the co-main event, it's a clear path for him is to grapple and not get caught up in Saint Denis's trying to just fucking go crazy.
Bar fight shit?
Yeah. And Moicano is a fucking, like, bro, he was out. He got knocked out by Jalen Turner, came back, finished that motherfucker. So he's tough.
Man, that was the hardest
Yeah.
bet I ever
Dude,
lost.
that was-
having
Because he could have won it. Could've
Jalen
just-
Turner by
If he
finish.
if he would have
and
walked
watching
away,
that,
if he would have took 2 steps away, that shit was over. But can't give Money Moicano a chance to get back in it.
Do you think people learned a lot from the Poirier Benoit Saint Denis fight of just weathering that beginning storm?
Yeah, I mean, well, I watched it even when he fought short notice against Aleski Dos Santos at 170. This man got murdered for fucking 15 minutes. I was screaming at my TV to stop the fight. Like, he's tough as fuck, but even like the commentators were screaming at this ref. It was like a French ref too,
Yeah.
and he just wouldn't stop the fight. Like, if you want to watch someone get their ass beat for 15 minutes, go watch that shit because he was getting fucked up. But, so I mean, like, he's tough, but like, yeah, you just can't get caught up in trying to play that same game with him.
It's exactly what we said about Brendan's fight,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Like, go to where your strengths are. Having said that, I'm going Benoit Saint Denis, dog, by finish.
What you got?
same thing. So
Yeah!
a couple
Let's go!
a couple quick notes with this one. So Saint Denis, a 4-to-1 knockdown ratio. Moicano, a 1-to-4. So just history says that he's
gonna
a
get
little
dropped.
vulnerable. As far as a knockdown rate, Saint Denis 1.9, Moicano 0.1. Like, I'm a big numbers better, and these are the kind of things that you look for in a knockout prop. None of the props are open yet. I'll ask you guys, how live do you think a sub is for Saint Denis? Like, do you think you even have to cover that?
He's not
Moicano.
subbing Moicano.
So
Yeah.
I think the move is to take Saint Denis
decision?
by knockout or decision. Hopefully the props open up at a good price, but
that's a good way to.
that's the
a good way
steady
to-
picks. Hopefully you're on board with
That's a
it.
good way to look at it.
And we have these betting charts, which hopefully we can throw on the screen.
Yeah.
And I think
Yeah, man.
Our boy Ali's behind the camera. Ali does all our clips for our show, and Ali's back. Y'all can't see him. That's what they talking to. My man Ali back there.
but
He's from
yeah.
Ireland.
I think. Yeah,
the UK, mate.
Wait, UK or Ireland?
England.
Oh, shit,
Yo,
mate.
when people say UK, I
think they all the
consider
same place.
It's all the same.
Oh yeah, whatever.
Yeah, shut the fuck up. All
Yeah.
right, so we're kind of split then. I'm going Moicano. You two are going Saint Denis. Who you picking? Even though,
I'm not gonna lie. I favorite grapplers.
yeah,
Yeah,
I respect it.
I favorite grapplers in the UFC, so I will be going Moicano. Young, you know what I mean? Like,
Anything else in the world we need to talk about?
I don't think we talked about Aljo out. That leaves.
Did you see the injury? Did you see it? His arm pop?
No,
Oh,
I heard he's out.
Yeah,
Americana or something, right? Or what was it from the bottom?
So Kimura from the bottom.
Okay.
Popped his shit, and you can see it pop.
Yeah, he's like that Twitch, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I was gonna ask y'all though about he was in versus Mozart.
Yep.
Mozart still
Yep.
wants to fight.
Nope.
He hits
Diego.
Diego, right? So listen,
Diego.
so my thing is, how do you
Shit
feel?
has sailed, motherfucker.
I love that.
Shit
I
has
love that.
Today's price is not yesterday's price, motherfucker.
And you don't think it's nutty? You don't think
Fuck
it's like?
no. Fuck no. Fuck that. Fuck him. I would be like, kick rocks.
Because I tried when I was in your position. I said,
Yup. Now because I'm ranked way ahead of you, you want no?
What about you? Same shit.
Well, I mean, if I thought I could beat him, I
think Diego.
I would do it.
No,
Yeah.
I think Diego. He has nothing. His stock's through the roof.
He wants the
Stock's
belt.
through the roof.
I would want it like that. Would be like me, even though I'm very far ahead of Dustin. I want to kill.
I would want him to get. I would want him to go get a win, and then like them to fight at a higher stage and get that one back. But bro, no.
That's basically what he said.
Nope.
Suck my dick, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, I think we have to stop saying the F word on YouTube.
Oh,
I think we
it messes up our shit?
Yeah, I think so.
I've been noticing a lot of podcasts cut it.
Yeah.
But I don't know if there is any impact or what.
What are we gonna say? Freak? What the freak, man? Freak! I can bleep. Oh god, that's a lot
that's
of bleeping
crazy,
out.
man. Like we're just. Why are we getting so?
No, I did hear a profanity slows down.
Yeah. I was
Does
saying,
it?
That's gonna be tough,
I
Nick.
think I know it's gonna be rough.
Yeah,
Hey, the
sound like,
viewership's it's
Yeah,
going,
you know
it's
who's
going
gonna
up.
ruin that? Fat ass Justin. It's gonna ruin it.
No, I think it's that. I think it's fuck. Like I think fuck is the word.
Stop saying it.
I just got 3 strikes.
that's cool. Another thing. What was I about to say? Oh, did anybody watch? Did you see the upset in boxing over the weekend?
Boo! Yes, terrible.
Who was it?
Anthony
Joshua.
Got fucked.
Oh yeah, he knocked him out.
How you gonna bring it up in the main offender?
Bro, that's what I'm trying to, bro. I curse way too much. There'll be little kids around, and I'll be
and
dropped.
it's crazy because you said your mom watched this podcast.
Bro.
She's Shawnee. She might be like, oh my
That's
god.
not my son.
Crazy upset.
He got smoked.
Crazy
bro.
upset. Yeah,
Bro, and he got smoked by like the most coordinated, sloppy Street Fighter right hand. He went bing, and it just clipped him, and he fell. And that's the
But
power heavyweight.
I like Anthony Joshua though because he takes those risks and he'll
Yeah.
fight anybody and he doesn't care.
Yeah.
He's like, I lost.
Do you feel like he's declined? Because I feel like he was so much more like
No.
defensively sound earlier on, and now he's just getting.
I feel like he
clipped.
lost a lot of steam and then he got it back recently, like especially after smoking Ngannou and he smoked a couple other dudes.
I
and
think
then-
they should run it back.
I hate to
Put
say
him
it,
in
but
Ngannou?
he's also very, very rich. It's very very hard to stay that hungry. It's because of where he is.
Yeah.
Like they can sell out soccer arenas with
Yeah.
that guy. So it's just like,
96,000, 97,000
That's
people.
It's hard to
That's a
stay-
football
That's,
stadium.
that's
That's
bigger
crazy.
than
bro.
That's bigger than.
I'm not
the
saying you
rank.
don't want it, but that it's very hard to stay hungry when you're making like because I had to argue with my brother about Canelo being the cash cow, and he was talking about Anthony Joshua. I was like, Canelo, a way more popular boxer than Anthony Joshua, but cash cow.
Bro,
wise,
nobody cared about
nobody.
Canelo Alvarez's fight.
I didn't even watch that.
Mostly,
He doing side quests right now, bro. He just
I didn't hear anything about it during the Noche.
He's
hardly.
he's on a side quest.
Yeah, he's
just-
doing side quests.
Did you see Dana White said that he's ready to get into boxing?
He's been promoting that kid Caleb Walsh
Oh,
for
it's
a
like his
minute.
guy.
Yeah, that's his guy.
You watch him?
He's getting into
Caleb?
it with Turk.
Yeah, I
With,
watch him. He's
good?
Yeah, he's getting into it with that dude Turk.
I think he's good. Yeah.
man.
Caleb
and
Walsh, he's good.
Yeah, Caleb Walsh is good. I think he's good, and he's young in his career, and he has a lot of potential. And yeah, I mean, I like him. And I like him too because I've met him and talked to him, and he's respectful. He cheers us on.
Speaking of boxing, we have Jaron Ennis getting a rematch with someone. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be at the Wells Fargo again.
I
He's
love that part.
rematching?
I just
Some dude he beat already, but the dude, it was a decision, so it's not like he like smoked him in the first round. The dude's pretty tough from what I've seen, but yeah, I mean, I just want to shout him out because he's got another fight.
we were having an argument about what's ruining about. They were saying promoters, and I was saying it's the sanctions, having all 4 of those different belts or however many belts. I get the promotion argument, but my thing is like UFC. If there was only one road to a title, then everybody could only go one way.
Yeah.
So everybody be trying to squeeze to this little hole to get to the title. So you're going to have to collide at some point.
Yeah.
When you have sanctions and you got the WBO and the IBO and IBF, whatever, blah blah.
Bro, I don't even. There's
Right.
4 or 5 different belts.
But you're the
Lot
WBC
going on.
champ, and I'm like, I don't need him. I'm the IBO champ.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I'll just, and then you'll send some up and coming guy to go get that belt, and
Yeah.
now he's a world champion.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like if you only had one title, which most people respect the green belt.
It's
most,
like in kickboxing, like you hear all these dudes call themselves
World champions?
and it's like
40 belts?
AKA, and then, leagues can just make up their own belts.
Yeah.
Like, you ain't that
And they
belt
own
means
sanctions, yeah.
belt means nothing.
yeah. So that's really what's ruining boxing.
What
I saw the
else?
thing with Dana White. We talked about Aljo. Lopez. Connor announced it's going to be 2025, but I think
Connor
everybody
is never coming back. Did
You think?
Yo, did you see him at the fights?
Loaded.
Walks in, cigar in his mouth.
He's having too much fun.
Swagged out, bro. He's just enjoying life. Cool.
Yeah.
Just be done, brother.
It's cool, but I'm losing the love for him.
No,
I
that's-
love
Yeah, I
Connor.
wanna
But
see
I'm
him
like,
fight,
yo,
like-
I want to see him fight too, but it's like, dude, like, he's too far gone.
ready
You
for
think he'll regret that? Like looking back,
He was in
'Cause-
South Philly getting wrecked like 2 weeks ago. Getting wasted. Like, dude.
Hey, Chicky and Pete.
How is he?
Who the hell? How did that get
Well,
finagled? That my man was in South Philly, Chicky and Pete.
Because he was promoting his
Scorched out, yeah.
But
But
why
did
would you go
Did you
there?
see how packed it? Did you see how packed it was?
Yeah.
And then obviously, I'm sure he had a meeting with like Dave Feldman because bare knuckles getting legalized
yeah.
in Philly. So we're gonna have something big here probably by the end of the year, which I'm going to, bro. Someone's getting me tickets to that.
You guys like the bare knuckle?
Vayner Sports.
I don't
No?
know. I don't
love
know
it.
yet.
You love it?
On TV, it looks like the most violent shit ever. I want to be there in person.
Yeah, I
Like,
wanna
you
go.
said it's crazy.
Is that I enjoy
I
myself.
want to.
Yeah,
I
in
want to
person
be there.
would be
Yeah, I want to be
crazy.
there.
I don't like the production side of it. I think it's corny, but I do like watching the fights. And I don't know. It's all right. I want to see it in person. Like I heard there's going to be something soon, like you said in
Yeah.
Philly. I hope we get to go do that. But I
Where would
wanted
it
to
be at?
ask-
Wells Fargo.
Yeah, I wanted to ask you tonight's football game.
Yep.
Tell me.
Want some picks?
Who's
I
fo-
want some
who-
picks.
Don't give out too much though, because we need the.
And while you at it, you
the
might as well just
premium.
go ahead and explain how this is, you know what I mean, a positive side of Steady Picks Premium if you decide to sign up.
So one thing I want to say, because it's pretty wild, SteadyPicks, the premium site, 11-1 on NFL spreads so far this season.
That's crazy.
Our only loss was the first game of the season, which the Ravens lost by like a centimeter at the end of the game. So scorching hot right now, but I think more than the picks, we have a lot of good like data and tools to help highlight, edges and different advantages in the game. And I think that that's equally as important as the picks we give is the information and the tools to help with the picks.
Damn.
Who you got? What, you got some picks in?
I got 5 remaining on my 13 leg.
13 legs.
Bro, I hit a 13 leg yesterday.
He's trying to buy a house.
I'm trying to buy a house. I hit one 13 leg yesterday, but I have Josh Allen for over 175 and over 223 for passing. I shouldn't have taken that one. That's the only one that's got me sketched out. I don't know. I don't remember hitting that one, but apparently I hit it. But I have him for 175 plus. I have same thing for Lawrence, 175 plus. I have Allen for 1 passing touchdown, and I think maybe 3 receptions for I forget who it was. But that's about it. That's all I have left.
Those quarterbacks should hit that.
Yeah.
I feel like
A lot of passing in
a lot of
those
passing
two.
for sure. I like your odds.
Nick, we usually sign off saying sign up for Steady Picks Premium. So I just want to turn this over to you real quick to tell people a little bit about Steady Picks Premium, what it offers, some of the tools, and maybe why people should really go ahead and sign up on that.
Yeah, well, like I said, in addition to all the picks, which all of our records for every single sport are tracked on the website, so you can go back from the very first pick we ever made 5 years ago till now. We're almost plus 50 units in the UFC. We're plus 110 in the NFL. So obviously that's our bread and butter. But what I think would be cool is if we can pop some of the tools on the screen for the podcast. That way people can get a visual of some of the things you get. But yeah, other than that, just good information and good bets.
Good
Stay
bet.
home.
11-1. That's
11-1. 11-1.
and we're only 3 games
13
in.
0, baby. You know what I'm saying?
And we're only 3 games in. So
That's it, man.
Yeah.
Well,
it was a
I don't
pleasure.
know.
That's
Sign
it.
up for Steady Picks.
Sign up for Steady Picks. Peace.